Hey guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for all signs for the month of June 2023, starting with Aries. If you guys are wanting to book a personal or private reading, just check the description box below for ways to reach me. Okay, so what are the messages for Aries, sun, moon, or rising? Okay, so you have the Page of Cups. Overall energy is the Empress. Okay, so you may be in a position where you are focusing on yourself. Maybe you're preparing yourself for a relationship. Maybe just started a relationship and you're just making sure that you're looking good. Maybe there's someone that you're trying to attract. And then too, it can be that you're just wanting to look good for yourself. But it does seem like you're manifesting things, and it seems like there's something that is actually getting ready to happen. It could be the very early stages of a relationship for you. You could be observing how this person is and just trying to feel each other out. There's also the possibility that there's someone who is keeping tabs on you, or who, like someone you just caught their eye and so they find you really attractive, but maybe they're just being quiet right now. But I see, a little bit of flirting going on between you and another person. And it's more so just kind of, like I said, testing the waters, trying to feel each other out, trying to see if there's something there. Is there mutual interest? I do feel that you're also being very intuitive in regards to a love situation. And, if there is someone that you feel that you're meant to be with, then your intuition may be onto something. Someone may view you as very nurturing, very beautiful. And maybe that is part of the reason someone is attracted to you, because you have like such nurturing ways. Someone could be attracted to your Venetian beauty. Maybe someone likes the way you dress. There's definitely some sort of physical attraction here. Something else I was getting ready to tap into. Oh, if you're in a relationship, you could be fertile. So I don't know if this is the early stages of a pregnancy. If you're not wanting to get pregnant, then, just know that you are in a fertile state right now. So be cautious. I feel like you're attracting a lot of people. You might find yourself getting like a lot of compliments. Now, the only thing, it seems that there are things that you're wanting that you can't seem to afford right now. Especially maybe like if you're wanting to do something for your partner, or something you guys are wanting to do relationship wise, maybe go on a trip. And it seems like maybe you can't quite afford it, or you do end up going on a trip, but then you end up kind of broke afterwards. Another red flag, be careful of who you get involved with, because I feel that somebody is flirting, but they're in a commitment with someone else. So if you got involved with this person, it would, it just put you in a love triangle. Make sure that you aren't looking at other people's relationships, or comparing your relationship to other people's, because it's just going to make you feel bad. Try to focus on the things that you do want in your relationship. And if you aren't fully happy, then figure out, why, but don't try not to compare. your relationship to someone else, someone else's, because that it, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Maybe someone could be putting on a facade. So you just don't know. Focus on what you want and focus on what you need, and then try to manifest that. Another thing I'm getting is that you could be doing some sort of spending to fulfill what you don't have. If you're single, you could find yourself doing a lot of spending because it's like just boosting your ego or your energy. Is making you feel good. It feels good to do, to spend money, to do things that are very Venetian. And even if you're in a relationship, you might find yourself spending extra money to fulfill a lack of something that you're not getting. And you're like, well, I need it, so let me do this. Now, something does come off a little bit unrequited. Like, I'm getting initial attraction at first, and then something becomes unrequited. Or maybe someone feeling like, I can't be with this person right now, or I don't have the type of lifestyle or the type of funds or whatever to give to this person. Or maybe you feel this way about yourself. You're like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I need to take care of myself physically, or I want to do this or that first before I get involved in a relationship. I want to make more money. Matter of fact, I kind of feel like this is some personal things that you could be dealing with. Like, you're not wanting to do certain things before you enter a relationship. Yeah, there's some things that I feel like you're wanting to take care of. But I feel like you shouldn't beat yourself up or put yourself down. I get it. There are certain things that you want to have in place, and maybe you just don't have it yet, but you never know. So I don't know. I see you trying to put yourself out there, and then at some point, feeling like, I'm not ready. So yeah. All right, let's see what messages we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, you have Nine of Pentacles, overall energy, Justice. So some of you could be going through a divorce, or you could be dealing with someone who's going through a divorce or just got divorced. I feel like there is a sense of freedom and independence with you. You also could have been debating about whether or not you're ready to put yourself out there or remain single. If you're currently single at this time, it seems like you enjoy it. You feel good about having time to yourself, putting energy into yourself. Seems like you are just balanced and in a good place. Maybe you feel like you've recently healed from a past relationship, and you're just happy to be in a good space now. If you've had issues loving yourself, or putting value on yourself, like now you understand, or you get it. If there's anyone dealing with any type of legalities or child custody issues, likely it seems like something could be going in your favor. Yeah. I feel like if you've been dealing with that, you feel pretty good now, because maybe the judge has ruled something in your favor. Now, those of you that are single, definitely seems like you could be ready to date. Like, you're ready to put yourself out there. You're having fun. You're ready to socialize. You're establishing connections with people. It's also a possibility that one of your friends could be trying to hook you up, introducing you to people. It seems like you're having fun. If you're already involved with someone, it seems like you guys have some sort of agreement where maybe things aren't that serious yet, or maybe you guys are agreeing to start off as friends and just kind of see where things goes. Or maybe it's a friends with benefits situation. But it seems like you are out there having fun if you're single. Or it should be a month of interacting and socializing, meeting people and doing new things. I feel like you're being adventurous, or you're trying something new. You could be trying some sort of new dating platform. And I feel like maybe you also had to go through some sort of deep transformation to get to the place where you're at now. It looks like, certain things may have happened in your life that you weren't expecting. You may have gone through some sort of abrupt ending or realization, and now you're at a place of peace. I feel like maybe those changes needed to happen. You needed to have some sort of awakening or readjustment, realization in your life. And, it just seems like you're in a better space because of that. And then I even get the energy of someone who was maybe pregnant at first or expecting, and maybe something happened where, it's no longer a pregnancy. And of course, that depending on who this is happening to, it can be, devastating depending on what happened or your situation. But now it looks like, okay, well, I got my freedom, like it's sad, but, I got my freedom, or I'm able to do this or that. And, I don't want to, downplay the fact that, someone might really be traumatized if, they didn't expect to lose a pregnancy. But this is a particular situation where it seems like maybe someone is actually kind of glad because they're realizing that maybe it just wasn't a good time to have a child right now. So someone has their freedom back. But for the most part, the overall energy, it seems like you guys are in a good space. You're at peace. You're having fun. You could be doing things for yourself, going on vacations. You might find yourself going to parties or doing things that you wouldn't normally do, being more open. Maybe even wearing more revealing clothes, especially if that's like out of character. You could be dealing with an air sign or a water sign. I'm just seeing the possibility of meeting somebody at an event. Yeah. Something else. Oh, yeah. Now, if you're in a relationship, it still seems like there could be some unexpected changes going on to the relationship. And whatever these changes are, even if it was shocking at first, it's like acceptance now and being at peace with whatever's going on. Maybe someone had to end up staying at your house, or maybe you had an unexpected visitor, or maybe you came into some money unexpectedly. But it seems like if you're in a relationship, there was something that wasn't planned, but you're making peace with it now. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you with Venus in Gemini. All right, Venus in Gemini. I said Venus in Gemini, y'all. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you want the Venus sign readings, you got to go to my Patreon. So, all right. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of June. You have Six of Pentacles, overall energy, Four of Cups. So I feel like you've been closed off, private, isolated. You could be dealing with some sort of emotional blockage, or you were, but it seems like something's going to change. Like eventually you come out of your shell. Or you decide to open up. Maybe you weren't, you were in a position where you didn't trust people. Just feeling unseen as well, or like misunderstood. Something's going on where you were just keeping to yourself. And it seemed like people were having fun around you or living life around you, but you haven't had an opportunity to experience something like that for yourself, and you've just been waiting for it to happen. And it does look like finally, you know, you feel open, or you feel connected, or you feel like being social. It seems like you're balanced. Seems like you're ready. You also could get invited to something. Maybe people have already been inviting you to things and you're like, I don't want to do it, or I'm not ready to. And now something that you weren't ready to do, you decide, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go here. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get out of my shell. Or you choose to open up to somebody that you're starting to trust. I feel like somebody's also been trying to get you, they've been trying to gain your trust. So maybe someone's been very patient with you, and allowing you to just use your own intuition, not trying to force you to believe them or to be there for, and it's just like, okay, like this person seems trustworthy. So I kind of feel like there's someone that you're starting to open up to. There's a possibility that you initially don't want to go to some sort of event, then you end up going, and then you end up meeting someone and you really end up enjoying yourself. Now, as far as established relationships, there's a possibility that maybe there was a fight or an argument, and you were upset with somebody, or you weren't ready to talk to somebody. Someone's been trying to show you that they're sorry or to make amends with you. And now I feel like you're ready to make amends or to forgive this person. And it could be reversed. Maybe you were the one that was trying to make amends with somebody. They weren't ready. They're ready to now. So I feel like there's gonna, like the lines of communication are opening up for some of you. And I feel that something is about breaking the ice. Like I feel like the ice is about to be broken. There's gonna be an opportunity for two people to start interacting with each other. And I don't know, it's just like gradually, like someone is gradually getting closer to you, but they're allowing things to happen at your own pace. I feel like this person understands that maybe, you know, you have certain ways, and they're just willing to be there for you. Someone's being very supportive of you. I feel that someone is definitely wanting your attention. You might find that someone is giving you like a lot of compliments, a lot of encouragement. I don't know. I just kind of feel like somebody is really kind of trying to be your friend, trying to support you, trying to be there for you. Whether, regardless of if you're single or in a relationship, there's somebody that's coming forward as trying to be very supportive of you, very patient. They might be aware that you have stubborn ways. Seems like you also start to view a situation differently, or from a higher perspective. I feel that you're able to see all sides of a situation and judge fairly. You're like, okay, like I'm listening. I guess I see their point. Like, I see where I'm coming from too, though. You know, it's like you're looking at something and giving fair judgment. If you're in a relationship, I feel like your partner is going to drag you to something and then you end up liking it. You're like, I don't want to do this. And then you end up going and you love it. Or you're just like glad that you went. It also could be something going on where you want to do something but you don't believe in yourself, but your partner does, and your partner is like making you believe in yourself or showing you, you know, that you can do something. Yeah. And one last thing, it seems that if you're single, you might have more than one secret admirer that is singing your praises. All right, so let's see what messages there are for, where am I? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You have Eight of Pentacles, overall energy, the Devil. Someone is dominating. Someone likes to dominate, likes to control. I don't know if you like to take the role as the dominator or if you like to be dominated. This could be someone that you work with. There could be some sort of fling or some sort of taboo or inappropriate relationship. Not inappropriate, but it could be. Work relationship. Something's going on. Now, there is also the possibility that a relationship feels like work. Or feels like a burden, like you might feel suffocated or trapped sometimes. Someone could be very codependent, like they just want you to go with them everywhere, want to be with you every time, all the time. So there could be some, it depends on what you want, but it can be some sort of imbalance. Something could be unhealthy about a relationship, or maybe this is the dynamic. Could just be the dynamics of the relationship. Whoever you're currently dealing with, I do feel that there's a karmic debt that needs to be repaid, or your karma needs to be balanced. So this person could be in your life as a lesson. There's something that you're needing to learn. Something is very repetitive because it's being ingrained in you, like you're needing to understand something. Yeah, I feel that this is something that is destined. It's just the law of karma. And if you aren't involved with this person yet, they may be on the way. Now, if you're like, oh, I already, been with this person, I know who that is, I don't want to be with them, then likely it's their lesson to learn to let go. If you feel that you have fully learned and evolved from a situation and you just know at your heart, you're like, I'm done with that person, but they keep approaching you or they keep coming into your life, then something is about their lesson, and you need to set boundaries with them. Unfortunately, if there's something spiritual going on where this person is constantly hacking into your energy, all you can do is just keep doing things to protect yourself, whether it's meditation, spell works, cutting cords. You just have to keep doing it. I feel that sometimes things it's not a one-time thing. Like, you do a cord cutting ceremony, it doesn't just completely end a relationship sometimes. And then, I hate to say it, but some relationships aren't meant to be disconnected from. It's something that you are learning as well, or maybe you're needing to learn how to transmute that energy, or how to just ask yourself, like, what am I supposed to learn from this connection? I don't like this connection. What am I supposed to learn from it? And just constantly try to understand what you're supposed to be learning from the relationship, and not taking it as a victim mode. I always personally feel that it's better I feel like there's more power, or you empower yourself more by viewing a situation in that manner, like knowing that there's a reason why you chose these lessons in life. And I'm sorry, I don't care if how horrible the lesson is. That's the way I view my life, and that's just the outlook that I have for other people. But you just have to find your way. If that's something that you just can't cope with, you just never can understand. You do have a potentially manipulative person in your energy, though. So you need to set those boundaries, or you need to understand, like, why this person is in your life. Now, also, this could be you. Maybe you have a habit of, getting your way, or learning about a person and knowing how to get them to stick around or stay in your life, or something of that sort. But it does seem like there is a strong energy, a dominating force around you. And if it's not you, then it's somebody that you're dealing with. You also could be someone who's very good at manifesting, but it does seem like someone is using more of a darker nature to manifest what they want. Someone does like to work with darker elements. Yeah. And then somebody's also trying to find out where you live. Like, they're really becoming obsessed and zeroing in on pictures and being like, oh, I've seen that building in this city, or I know this landmark. Like, someone is becoming very obsessed as well. So be cautious. Be cautious. I'm not saying anybody deserves, karma, but I mean, it just is. It's like, it just happens. Like, you can't stop your birthday from coming around every year. You can't really stop karma from coming around. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You have the Ace of Swords, overall energy, justice. So you guys also seem to be dealing with karma or karmic lessons, soul ties. This is more about kind of making peace, though, becoming more balanced. Maybe there's forgiveness. Maybe lessons seem easier. I also feel that at some point you're going to have to make an important decision. So if you're in a relationship, maybe you guys are talking about some serious things like, hey, do you think it's time to move in together? Or if you already live together, should we share bank accounts? Like you could be discussing some serious things, things that take on a legal form, things that could bind you. You could be signing some sort of documents. Maybe you're sharing a lease. Maybe this is the first time you've ever shared an apartment with anyone. You also could be discussing things, discussing your options with somebody. But it seems like it could be dealing with legal matters. Now, for some of you, it might be more about a divorce. And maybe those are the things that you're discussing, or you're talking to a lawyer. Now, so far, it seems that someone is being very honest about something. Like if you weren't sure if someone was being honest, I feel like somebody is being truthful with you. Yep, somebody is being very honest. Somebody might consider themselves to be like an open book. They're like, ask me anything and I'm going to tell the truth. So I feel that someone is trying to make something very clear. Now, I also see like good news coming in and you guys feeling like you have a clean slate, or feeling like there's this new beginning. There's a level of optimism that I'm getting from here. There's the devil. Now, so it seems like even though you have cleared some form of karma, there's still more attached. There's more things. It's like, okay, good. Like you fulfilled that karmic debt. Now, what about this? Or you just fulfilled a karmic debt with one person, but now here's a new person coming into your life. And, you know, there's still something that needs to be balanced. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Libra, or maybe a Leo. On a lighter note, you could just be getting involved with someone who is into role playing and is looking to whip someone into submission. Maybe someone likes to play the role of the innocent, and the other person is like, you know, the disciplinary. So it could be that type of dynamic in a relationship. Somebody is definitely going through a divorce though. Now, if it's not you, it could be the person that you're dealing with. Could be dealing with somebody that's going through a divorce, someone who is struggling or going through some sort of custody battle, someone who's trying to cut cords with other people. It's just like, I want this person out of my life, like get rid of this person. Also, if your relationship is very peaceful, it could be that your partner has someone that is still codependent in their life, or you do. Like you guys might be good as a couple, but then there's just like this outside situation going on that can interfere in your relationship at times. And when that happens, you have to set boundaries. It's like, look, you know, tell your baby's mom to blah, blah, blah. Tell your mother to not do this or that, or you're gonna have to tell your child that they can't do this and that if we're gonna live together. You know, like somebody's just having to like lay down a law. So your relationship in general could be peaceful, but there could be some outside things going on that you guys need to address. I feel like that is like at least the both of you are on board with keeping a happy home or keeping peace in the home. You guys also may have gone through some sort of counseling. Again, another possible downside is that at one point there was a love triangle or someone was cheating, or you know, it could have been at some point, and maybe you guys are like in a process of healing and forgiving and trying to figure out how to move forward. And maybe that's where the suspicion is coming from. Like, are you still dealing with that person? Yes or no? Are you really cut it off? Did you really cut it off? And, you know, and if they said that they did, I still feel like this person's being honest. However, there still could be an issue with somebody still like trying to come back. But I don't feel like anything's going on. I feel like somebody's really trying to cut off some sort of toxic or codependent situation, but you might still have anxiety about it and have these doubts, and you're like, well, I believe them, but wait a minute, they came home 10 minutes later, I don't know. So you could be just overall energy, you trying to sustain peace in your relationships. If you're single, I feel like there is someone entering your life that you're excited about, but at the same time scared to death about dealing with this person for some reason. Maybe it's a past person who did you dirty at one point. You're like, are they trustworthy again? Or is it just you getting into your own head about past experiences and feeling like, oh no, I don't want to deal with any type of karma. I don't feel like you can escape any karma, truthfully. And then also a thing that people never hear is that all karma is not bad. Sometimes there's good karma, you know, it's good and bad karma. But I feel like every time you say karma, people are like, oh, it's bad, I don't want any karma. But all karma is not bad. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of June. You have the Two of Wands, overall energy, the Sun. So you might be feeling pretty optimistic or pretty excited about somebody that you're with, whether it's a new love interest or your current partner. It just seems like there is a sense of joy. Maybe you feel like you can be like yourself around them. They might bring out your inner child. You also might feel very creative around this person, or it's like two creative people coming together. So maybe you're both artists in some way, shape, or form. Or you guys are just very passionate about certain things and you bring that passion out of each other. The only issue is that sometimes it can be power struggles, but it seems that you guys are able to talk about things and maybe find solutions to these problems or make peace with it. If you're in a relationship, your partner could be making you feel very special. You might feel like you're in a spotlight, or maybe they're showing you off. They're like, this is my person, I love them, everybody meet my person. And that could be making you feel really good about the relationship. Somebody is wanting you to feel safe and nurtured. And it seems like there is just mutual attraction between you and another person. Even if you're single, you might find yourself getting like a lot of attention. There also could be somebody that you're having some sort of chemistry with. And maybe you guys are just having fun. Now, for some of you, maybe it's nothing serious. Maybe it is just about having fun. Now, for some of you, it is kind of like a in and out situation. Like, oh dang, like that's how it is. We hook up and then they're gone. I didn't hear from them. They ghosted me. Or maybe you did that to them. I wouldn't worry too much because I feel like the overall energy is about having fun. Someone also may have recently come out of a relationship and they're just not ready to, get too serious with anybody. So it's like, okay, I'll just go and have fun and, I'll take my time. I'm not going to rush into anything serious. You might rush into something fun, but nothing serious. Yeah, you definitely seem to be enjoying time to yourself. You're like, ooh, that was fun. Who's next? Or I don't know, depending on what type of summer you're trying to have. But I don't feel that, you feel bad about anything. You might have come out a changed person, or like you have this renewed spirit. Now also pay attention to your dreams, because it seems like maybe you had a very powerful dream and something was very clear to you, or something was shown to you, and then it manifests shortly after your dream, or something's getting ready to manifest within the next 2 weeks. It does seem like something fizzles out really quickly, but like I said, maybe it's just all about having fun. And then you could be dealing with a water sign or an earth sign, and maybe a Leo. If you are in a relationship, there could be some things going on where maybe you guys are spending time together, and then you're also giving each other space. So there could be some sort of balance in your relationship where you allow your partner to have me time and you like to do the same for yourself. It seems that two people could be respective of each other's space. Also, some of you could be coming out of something very life-changing, something very transformative, like you're free now. It seems like maybe your soul has been purified. It is something, it's like you had to go through the fire, you had to go through this period of darkness and transformation, and now you feel alive again. So I feel like overall, this is about you having fun and feeling renewed. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of June. All right, you have Two of Swords, overall energy, Empress. All right, so I feel that something is on the brink of manifesting, but there is a little bit of a blockage. I feel like it's temporary though. It could be a mutual attraction where two people are attracted to each other, but they're not speaking for whatever reason. If you're in an established relationship, it could just be some sort of fight that you and your partner are having. There could be some sort of miscommunication. I kind of feel like you guys are trying to find answers, like you're looking for answers on how to resolve some sort of issue that's going on. You could be trying to ignore somebody even though you feel connected to them. Like you're aware of this person's presence or some sort of bond or energy cord that you guys share, but you're ignoring it. You might even be trying to snip it or cut it off. You're like, I want to cut this connection off. But, you know, it still seems like maybe this person is in your energy. Seems like either you read their thoughts or they read yours. Maybe it's you can't help it. I feel like you're trying to stop something from happening. There's also a possibility that someone has tried to make you jealous or you tried to make them jealous. You may be feeling confident about yourself, but it seems like somebody is not wanting to compliment you or acknowledge you. A relationship could potentially start off in the workplace, or it starts off professional. So if you're in an established relationship, I just kind of feel like you guys aren't seeing eye to eye. Maybe you're having a hard time understanding where your partner's coming from. And I see at some point you guys are choosing to work things out. It's like, I want to build with you. I'm going to be patient with you. I see the love between two people. Like there's a love that is slowly building. It's getting stronger and stronger. I'm feeling like something that you guys share this foundation, like you have a similar background or some sort of interest that brought you guys together. It could be something creative. So I do feel that there's going to be a breakthrough, and somebody also is going to extend an olive branch. Maybe someone feels bad about what they did or said, and I feel that someone is going to try to make things up to you. They want to apologize, so they're extending some sort of olive branch. And I kind of feel like somebody is like, I was only kidding. Two people also may be trying to learn each other's love language. It seems that you are getting what you deserved. Of course, not in a negative way, but something is like, this is your reward, or this is what you've earned. This is what your karma has earned you, and this is what you're getting. I feel like you're being resistant towards something that is waiting for you. There also could be an opportunity waiting for you that, like I said, you're ignoring it. Maybe you don't believe it or believe that something's for you. Okay, so my red flag again, I see the combinations for a possible love triangle. And that may be one of the reasons why you're trying not to look at somebody or trying not to interact with them, because you don't want to be in a love triangle. And it's not going to be for everybody, but I do see a potential love triangle. The other thing I see is somebody, there's an attraction, but you or them, somebody's putting the other person in a friend zone or trying to keep things respectable, especially if it's a work situation. It's like, no, we're not going there. You know, so I kind of feel that maybe there's some people are having a hard time trying to define what this connection is. There's an attraction, but I don't know. It's like, where are we going? You at least, if this is new, I feel like something does start off as friends. I feel that someone is also having a hard time trusting people, and it's been building. So yeah, for somebody, for one of you, it's like the trust needed to be established. And I feel like once the trust is there, or once that trust has been established, something is opening up. There's people are being more open to getting to know one another. If this is something that's already established, it does seem like a possible friends with benefits situation. I don't feel like there is a commitment, but something is also long term. And maybe depending on your placements, that's okay. You know, you're like, good. Like, it might be a weird situation where two people are committed to each other without labels. It's like there's just an understanding. It's like, no, we're not getting married, or no, but they're not messing with anybody. I'm not messing with anybody, but yet we're not. You know, it might be something unusual like that going on. So I feel like the overall energy is good, and you're getting what you want. This is something that you desired or manifested. It's just taking a long time to develop too. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you with the there I go with the Venus, who are Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Venus readings are on Patreon. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of June. All right, you have Ten of Pentacles, overall energy, the Tower. Okay, so something was broken, a bond or a foundation. Something could have been exposed. Imperfections could have been exposed. Something may also have put you on a different path. Something could have been very revealing to you. And you might be having some sort of enlightenment. Okay, this is about love, but I also kind of feel that there is some sort of unexpected abundance, like coming into some sort of money unexpectedly. Again, this has nothing to do with the love situation, but it's coming out, so I'm just going to say it. I kind of feel like somebody did something for insurance money. Something was destroyed for insurance money. I don't know. Maybe your love interest does stuff like this, or, you know, maybe this is some sort of secret about yourself. But yeah, I'm feeling like somebody did something for the insurance money. There is this, someone's having a problem balancing or having security, then feeling insecure. Like one minute somebody feels very secure, the next minute they feel insecure. So I feel like there's an instability in regards to a foundation. Maybe too, that's why it keeps breaking or falling apart. And it seems like you could be making the same mistakes over and over again. Like you keep doing something that's like repetitive, like you still don't learn. There could be an issue in regards to where you place your values or how you value certain people. It just seems like something keeps falling apart, and then you're like, I got it now. And then it's just like, no, I don't. I feel like you keep surrounding yourself with people who don't value you, or people who break your trust. You're like, everybody breaks my trust. Something about your life or routine, I feel like is being changed unexpectedly. Like I said, something that's putting you on a different path. Something about family structure seems to be falling apart, or maybe you were not wanting certain things to continue. Like you wanted to break some sort of family cycle, something that's in your bloodline, and you're like, I need to break this cycle of being broke in my family, and or I need to break the cycle of broken relationships. Like something's going on where I feel like you don't want that pattern to repeat itself, and you keep trying to resolve it. Same thing keeps happening, and then you get a new chance or a new beginning. You also, I feel like everybody's dealing with a lot of karma, and dealing with a lot of transformations. And I know Pluto just entered Aquarius not too long ago. So depending on where Aquarius is in your chart, it may be having some sort of effect on your relationships, especially if it is transiting your seventh house. Or maybe it's transiting your first house. It also seems like maybe there's one relationship in particular that is just like flimsy. It's on, it's off. If you're married, it could be that one minute you're talking about divorce, filing papers, and then the next thing you're like, no, I don't want a divorce. Or maybe you're already divorced, but you're dealing with any type of legalities as a couple still. You could be dealing with, either a water sign or a Libra. Okay, it also looks like something backfired for you. So I feel like you tried to like set some sort of boundaries with someone, or maybe you set some sort of expectations for yourself. Something you did, I feel like it backfired. You were like, you're trying to protect yourself, or you were trying to do something, and it fell apart, or it actually ended up revealing something else. Either way, I feel like this month is about you rebuilding foundations and trust, and then also something in regards to things that deal with generational curses, or healing, trying to heal family names, or status. Something's going on. There is a possibility of some sort of status change. Yeah. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, you have the Two of Pentacles, overall energy, strength. Something's going on where you are going back and forth in regards to your confidence or courage or your resilience. Like, it seems that you have thick skin. Like, something's been going on where you've been knocked down several times and you always come back stronger. And you may have this persona of being strong and being able to handle anything, but sometimes you don't feel so strong. Sometimes you feel like you need help. The other thing I'm getting is that sometimes there's someone that's in and out of your life, and you keep saying that you're not going to deal with this person anymore, and you mean it, and then I don't know, it's something about them that maybe they have some sort of hold over you, and you're like, what is it about this person that I keep allowing them to come back? Especially if it's a Leo. Could be any fire sign, but especially if it's Leo. If you're in a relationship, either you or your partner is having problems resisting temptation. Somebody keeps getting put in these awkward situations where they can, cross that boundary with somebody. I don't feel like they have, or that you have, but it's that temptation is there. And somebody just gets weak. Somebody is like, I feel weak around this person. Yeah, if you're in a relationship, one of you seems the loyalty is like the overall energy that you're dealing with of a relationship. If you are the single person, then whether you're doing something intentionally or not, somebody don't know how to act around you. They're like, oh my God. And you just keep seducing this person. Maybe you do know what you're doing. But yeah, it's like you are coming off trying to seduce this person, but they're very strong-willed. Pretty much a loyal person. I feel that if you're traveling as a family, people's eyes are going to be wandering. Like, especially if you go to like a tropical place, it's like you go to a beach, all these people with these perfect bodies walking by. It feels like there's definitely going to be some sort of temptation. Now, some things could be happening to just kind of strengthen the relationship. Maybe little certain things like that are needed to make the partner more motivated, or to make one or both of you realize what you have and want to fight for it or hold on to it. So it could be, just healthy temptation. But if you're single, I don't know. A situation is a little questionable. Now, somebody might keep doing something just for fun, just for kicks. And it's just like, I love seeing them, the way they look at me when I do this or when I do that. And like, yes, I know they're married or I know they're in this relationship, but I love to flirt. It makes me happy. It's fun. And maybe there's a power in that too. Maybe something is for your ego, like you're doing something because it feeds your ego and it's just plain old fun. There also could be some sort of family issues. I would be cautious about any family members coming to stay or visit. It's like boundaries need to be set. Make sure little sis or free-spirited cuzzo isn't walking around half naked. Like somebody need to, set some boundaries down for one of those family members, and making stuff messy. So be careful about that. Yeah. Be careful of that free-spirited family member. I don't know too if you got any family reunions that you'll be going to. Same thing. I even want to say, something taboo could be going on, like distant relatives, and people are like, ain't y'all cousins? Y'all looking at each other kind of funny, So there could be family talks about the behavior at family functionings or reunions. All right, so let's see what messages there are for those of you that are Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, we have Seven of Pentacles, overall energy, Hanged Man. So you seem to be in between two worlds, or it seems like you're in suspense. Your life is in suspense. Your love life is in suspense. And it's like you're having to pause and reflect. Something's going on where maybe you're having to ask yourself all these questions, or you're needing to take an assessment of your wants and needs. Maybe you're needing to make some sort of decision. Seems like you're daydreaming. You could be trying to keep to yourself or isolate yourself so that you can think. Whatever is going on, I feel like it's a process. I feel that something is in development and it's manifesting, but it's in a cocoon state. And it can't be rushed. A process can't be rushed. So you're having to be patient, but at the same time, you're holding on. I'm not going to tell you that you need to hold on. It's more so depending on what you want, you need to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up or to sacrifice to have what you want? If you want to be in a relationship with this person, but it's long distance, are you going to sacrifice relocating? If you are wanting to be single and you're stuck in a relationship where you're not happy, are you willing to sacrifice being independent and not having that that blanket, that safety blanket? So there are some things that I feel like you're needing to put in order. You gotta wait. Now, it also seems that you are daydreaming about someone a lot, or someone's daydreaming about you. And it could be an earth sign, or maybe you're waiting to hear from an earth sign. And there's also something in regards to forgiveness. Like, I feel like someone wants to be forgiven. They're like, ask, like, please give me another chance, or please look me in the eye, please something. So I kind of feel that somebody is really begging because they do value you. Or maybe you're the one. You're like, man, I realize that this person's important. Like, I need them in my life. Like, please stay. Please don't leave. You might realize that someone is very important to you. Maybe you didn't realize that at first. I feel like something significant could happen in Leo season, which is around the corner. But something has been going on a long time, or like you've been having to think about something for a long time. For somebody, this is about courage, or needing the courage to admit their faults. Needing courage to ask for help. I feel that something's going on with a baby's father. Like, maybe just now getting to a place where you guys can be cordial, or you're trying, like, a relationship is maturing between the baby's mom and the baby's father. There is a possibility that somebody is wanting to win you back. Somebody may be trying to earn your keep, or vice versa. Could also be dealing with a water or an air sign. I feel that somebody is really asking for an opportunity to work things out, or to fix a relationship. If you're in an established relationship and you guys have been having some sort of issues or problems, I feel like you guys are like, this relationship is worth something. I realize that it is worth something, and I will fight to hold us together. I will fight for us to stay together. So there's this desire to fight to hold together a relationship. If this is about you being single, I still feel like there's somebody that's thinking about you, and they're working on the courage to come forward. They're rehearsing or practicing or working up the nerve to approach you. They see the value in you and feel that you hold a place in their life, even if they're viewing things from a practical standpoint. They're like, no, like, this makes sense. Like, it's more logical that we be together. It's like you or this person could be viewing a relationship as a business, or applying business tactics to a relationship. Not that it's not going to be romantic or anything like that, but it is kind of like a lot of processing. But I feel like a relationship does have the potential to be long lasting and strong. Somebody, I feel, is literally in jail and is being held against their will, or somebody is in the hospital. And I feel like as soon as they come out, this card just keeps talking to me. Like, I feel that somebody is stuck or trapped somewhere and they can't reach you like they want to, but they're thinking about you. All right, so let's see what messages there are for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. You have Knight of Swords. Overall energy, the Chariot. So, I was going to say as usual. No, I get the energy of like detachment and just kind of putting yourself first. Like you're being very focused on you. Like you have goals and you're not going to let anybody get in the way of the goals that you've set. You also may have set some sort of boundaries or have that, what do you call it? You have certain expectations that you need to have in a relationship and you're not backing down. You're like, no, I don't care. Like if they can't do this, that, and the other, then they're not for me. And I feel like you're pretty fine remaining, you know, single until you have that. If you're in a relationship, it still seems that there's something about boundaries. You also could choose to take the high road and not, you know, get down on somebody else's level. You're like, you know what, I'm just going to do this and I'm going to let them do XYZ. It's like you don't have time for it. Yeah. You also could be doing some traveling on your own. It just seems like you're having fun. You're coming off very independent. I do feel like there's an offering coming in. Seems like someone is giving you some sort of opportunity. They're trying to show you that they can be that person for you. They're like, give me a chance. Give me a serious chance. Whoever comes into your life, something about their energy is grounding. Like maybe you're normally just so detached and then this person helps to ground you. Yeah. So I feel like you're going to be happy. Something seems like you're like living a dream and, you know, having a time of your life. If you're in a relationship, I see travel. I see you just kind of being on the phone talking to your family or friends about all the experiences that you're having. It seems like you as a couple are possibly sharing pictures on social media as well about your whereabouts or about your travels or your relationship. Your relationship definitely could be on display and it looks so happy. If you found someone that you feel that you've matched with, I feel that you are showing that person off or, you know, just really excited about it. Now, there's also the possibility of a new addition coming to the family. Maybe you got the news of being pregnant, or maybe you just had the baby. Even adoption, it just seems like there is this expansion to the family that is bringing everybody joy. Seems like you're also finding emotional fulfillment. If you're single, it's possible that your family members are trying to introduce you to someone. Also, if you do meet somebody, it just seems like they're the person of your dreams. This is someone who matches those standards that you have in place. And it just makes you feel really good that you found this person. You might find yourself glowing, or people are telling you that you're glowing, and that's because you're just like extremely happy. I feel like you're going to find what you're looking for. And also something is being confirmed for you. I also see the possibility of a status change for you guys. Or something becoming official, and maybe you've been in a relationship for a while, but you didn't want to announce it. Now maybe you're in a place where you feel secure and you're like, okay, the relationship seems pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. Or maybe you didn't want to talk about your pregnancy until after the first trimester, and you're like, okay, everything seems safe. I'm going to announce the pregnancy. So I feel like because you feel happy and secure about a situation, you go ahead and share the news with everybody. But it does also look like going from single to being in a relationship, or something seems like an instant family. So for some of you, it is possible that, you or your person already has children, because it's like you guys come together and you make one big happy family. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of optimism is on the way for you guys. All right, so let's see what messages we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You have Two of Pentacles, overall energy, Magician. Okay, so off the bat, I'm getting the energy of someone who plays mind games and someone who keeps sending mixed signals. 1 minute somebody is emotionally available, the next minute they're not. I also get the energy of someone who is just indecisive, but I feel like that's part of that's their thing. Somebody could be stringing you along, or this is you. You know how to string somebody along. The other thing I'm getting is that someone keeps communicating indirectly over and over again, regardless of if you're responding to them or not. They're going to keep doing this. A relationship or a connection seems very unstable. I feel that somebody is coming off as having like different personalities. It's like, who are we dealing with today? When it's convenient, then you're this person, and it's kind of frustrating. And yeah, there could be a potential breakup on the way because of it. I feel like because someone keeps deflecting, or being indirect and playing these mind games, that it causes heartache and separation. And it's hard for the relationship to be sustainable because of it. It's like whatever foundation a relationship is built on here is an illusion. Something is based off a foundation of lies or an illusion. And you also might find yourself getting caught up in the same cycles. And it could be because something is going over your head, or you keep missing the point of something. Somebody is sorry, then they're not. It's a lot of back and forth. And I feel like something is also exhausting. So something also could be on the brink of being unhealthy. It does seem like after going back and forth so much that you might decide to detach and focus on you and self-love. But only because the energies are coming off unstable, you might still find yourself back in that same situation. Like you keep falling for the same thing over and over again. And also part of it has to do with you needing to be real with yourself. You could be, the one who's just trying to use distractions, or you're deflecting from your own flaws and telling yourself that, oh, it's okay, like putting on an act, putting on airs. It's like maybe you're having to learn how to be authentic with yourself, and then you'll attract authenticity. It definitely seems like you're wanting to just give something up. You're like, I'm so over it. This isn't for me. Somebody is doing something too, maybe because they're depressed or unhappy. And then going back to the deflection, I feel like maybe someone is not ready to deal with the real issue at hand. And that, again, that's just why the same thing keeps happening. Something has not been healed. It's just like you keep changing the bandage over and over again. Something is an open wound. I'm getting something about a verbal punching bag and somebody being used. So somebody might view you this way. They might feel that you are someone who uses them for their verbal punching bag. Or maybe you feel that you're dealing with somebody like this. And then it also looks like people take turns hurting each other. It's like this cycle. Like 1 minute you're the victim, the next minute they're the victim. And it's just ongoing. I also feel that someone keeps using a child as an excuse. A child is stuck in the middle of something messy. Somebody might be using a child as an excuse to see you. Or you are doing this to see somebody. Oh, you haven't seen a child. And it's like, is that really what it is? Or do you just want them? Kind of like, somebody is painting over a picture. Okay, so I'm kind of getting, like, I'm thinking about this little article about Kim Kardashian where she was like, oh, it's hard being a single parent. And of course, people went off in the comments like, oh yeah, I'm so sure it's hard with all that help that you have around the house and, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like the underlying message was what she was really saying is that I haven't found my person yet. My husband's moved on, or he's not, blah, blah, blah. I'm here with you. So she's saying something about being a single mother. And I don't really feel like she's having problems with the parenting, but maybe it's more so like, what's really going on? Like you weren't saying this when you were with this person or that person after your, breakup from Kanye. But now, and I'm not trying to, I'm just saying, from that perspective, That's what people were thinking. And I personally did feel like there was a message in between that message. I'm sure, you know, emotionally, it's more like, oh, well, my idea was to never have a divorce in the first place. And here I am divorced and a single parent now. And that may have also, even though she's rich and has money, that's still kind of sad, you know, like emotionally you don't have support like you hoped, or you had that picture that of a family and it's like broken, like this isn't what you anticipated, but this is what happened. But you're not saying that, you know, you're saying something else. So, you know, I kind of feel that that could be going on in your situation, you know, either with yourself or your partner, whoever you're dealing with. But there is a, you know, a little bit of depression. I feel like somebody is also kind of masking the fact that they're dealing with depression, and maybe don't know how to say it or express it, or in denial about it or something. So hopefully things get better. It does just seem like a rough patch. Keep in mind, I hate when I have to end it on, you know, something like that, but just keep in mind that it is just a rough patch, and that things do get better, but it's a struggle. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.